This is green sort number 18. The purpose of this sort is to do exactly what we did in the last one, only this time we're focusing on the sound I. So review, how do we figure out which syllable is the stressed syllable, or the one that the accented syllable, the one we say louder when we are saying a word? And we'll practice that calling your dog. This is really fun to do with kids' names if they give permission, because they love to just think that they're calling their dog and they're calling their dog by their own name. So for example, my name is Kirsty, and so the question is the cur emphasized or the st? So let's try calling me. Kirsty, Kirsty. I wouldn't be calling my dog Kirsty, Kirsty. So clearly the first syllable is the accented one. And in fact, in most of English, the first syllable is the accented syllable. It's just kind of the default. All right, so we've got first, second, and oddball, just like last time. Who's got the bold words for us? Oh, they dropped on the floor. That's why I can't see them. Hold on 1 second. Okay, so the bold words that they would put out are frighten and beside. And I would ask them first, which one has the I sound in the first syllable? And they would tell me it was this one. And which one has it in the second syllable? And they would tell me this one. And so now let's just start sorting our words. So somebody's going to put up driveway and 90, and they just come out in whatever order the kids find them, and they will just be practicing saying them. Combine, highway, invite, polite, always getting them to say the word. Survive, advice, brightly, higher. We're just keep putting them all till they're all out. Arrive, and the kids might put this here and say forgive, and I'll say, oh, I'm sorry, forgive. Do I hear I in there? And they'll say, well, it's got this pattern. It should say I've. We'll say, okay, take the 4 off. What is that word? It's give, isn't it? And even though it has the silent E pattern, it doesn't say the silent E. And because I've already taught them the lesson, what can we learn from love? They'll say, oh, no, that E is there because it is stopping the V being the last letter, which we don't have in English. Interestingly enough, right above it is another word that has a V, but there the E is doing its regular job as well as not letting a V be at the end of the word. Surprise, decide, favorite. Should be. Do I hear the I sound in favorite? Do we say, that is my favorite kind of ice cream? That would be the third syllable too. We don't say that. So that's another one. And maybe it's because it's a 3-syllable word. We could talk about that. Lightning, sidewalk, slightly, and I've got a few more. Provide, describe, delight, and then our last one is machine, which also looks like it's an I-E or a silent E syllable, but it is not because we don't say machine. We don't have a machine in our language. So now that we've got these all laid out, let's talk about spelling patterns, because we always want to maximize what we're getting from each lesson. So we noticed that all 3 of these have a silent E spelling pattern in that syllable, but it doesn't always mean that the vowel before is going to say its name. All right, let's look at this one. What's the spelling pattern here that says I? And they're going to tell me that IGH says I. And I'll say, okay, let's sort the words. So we have to take these 2 out, but we can put highway up there and brightly, and they have a lot of fun moving all the moving pieces around. Okay, so we have quite a few in this first category. And what about in the second category? One word in our combined category here that fits this spelling pattern. So we have quite a few on this side, but only one in the second category. So although there are many single syllable words, light, bright, night, both kinds, the knight in shining armor and the dark of night, there's fewer as second syllables. So what is the second pattern that we have? And that is I-E or silent E says I. And here we have 3 examples, and here we have many examples. So I'm just going to leave a big space there, but you can see that all our remaining words are I-E. And there's a couple of other things we can point out here, depending on if we've already had that lesson. Whoops, let's pick this one up too. For example, I notice that this word is not said advike. And you can ask them why it isn't, because there's a C there. It doesn't C say k. And then this is a chance to remember a lesson where we found out that C followed by a stick vowel like E has to say S. So here this word is advice. So we might just review that lesson from earlier to see if it's stuck in there. And also we might notice that CH, which normally says ch, is saying machine. It's saying the sh sound. We think that should be spelled SH, but in fact, in some cases, it's spelled CH. And I think that comes from French. Don't quote me on this. But if I think of a word like chef, then I know that there are words in French that use CH to say sh. And so that could be a fun little side track to, once we've got machine up here, are there other words that we can connect with it? All right. So again, here with delight, that's a prefix, and that's partly what's making the light as the stressed syllable. Most of these other ones, these ones all seem to have prefixes. Yes, they are all prefixes. Interesting. So again, in the second syllable, it's usually because there's an unaccented prefix that comes before or an unaccented syllable. All right. Thank you so much.